Hello! My goodness, it's been a long time. It's been over a month. I certainly did not intend for it to go that long, but I think, as we all know, that Mercury retrograde, again, it's just energy. There's great things to it, etc. But certain energies are rough, and that was a weird combo. That was very tricky to get through. So we are out of the post retrograde shadow period. It just concluded a couple days ago on the 30th of May. And we are now moving forward. Mercury's conjunct Uranus. And I gotta say, I was laughing at myself. I was like, why is Mercury retrograde stuff still going on, though? I just, over the last couple of days, like, my Facebook business page messenger stopped working. And I'm like trying to message people, like, to like talk, set up readings, right? It's like I can't respond. The page just won't work. Every time I'm trying to send the message back, it says error. So if you're waiting on a message from me, I'm not being negligent. I can't respond. So I've tried to do other methods of communicating with those who I'm trying to reach to set up their readings. I'm not trying to be rude, but just ghosting. I just literally cannot respond. So, anyways. More importantly, for all of us, we're all experiencing Mercury retrograde stuff at this time. I mean, it's not exactly Mercury retrograde, and we're certainly out of that time period of where we were for all of May. But when Mercury and Uranus are making a major aspect, like a conjunction, down to the degree where they are right now, almost down to the degree. They're a degree apart, but anyways. And where it'll continue to be over the next week and a half. Oh my goodness. Certain things that are very Mercury retrograde related, like communications going wrong, technology going wrong, etc. It's gonna happen. So we gotta be patient. And I think in general, we're still in that kind of space of where we were for all of May. Not with the retrograde part, but with Taurus being Mercury, the most patient, most serene Mercury energy, and then Uranus being in Taurus, especially in the conjunction, the energy of now, evolve. Why hasn't it happened yet? Let's be impatient, etc. So that's really good to keep in mind when it comes to our communications with others, especially because we have Mars in Leo. All energy is exciting. I always like talking about new transits that are happening because it's the beginning of a new chapter. And this has been going on for like a week. Again, I've been out of it. I apologize. I've been so busy. Oh, okay, real quick. So today was the original release date for the book. I've written like 10,000 more words in the last week alone. I'm so close though. So my next release date, and I'm gunning for it. I'm going to do my best. But 2 weeks from now, June 17th, the book should be completed by then. I think so. I think it'll be completed by then. I'm certainly doing my best to make that happen. And also release date for music for those who are into that. I'm just going to focus on recording after I finish this book. Just get the book done. Then we'll record the first 4 songs, and then another 4 songs, and another 4 songs, and continuing. So plenty of music on the way. Book in the immediate future, probably 2 weeks from today. That's definitely my goal. But anyways, we all gotta be patient when it comes to our communications with others, especially at this time, because Mars being in Leo with the square, all that Taurus energy, it's just it's very easy for people to be very stubborn and to be very much into their own perspective. And also to feel very much, potentially, again, there's a wide spectrum as with every energy, but there's speaking from personal experience, somebody who has Mars and Leo natally, my ego is ridiculous sometimes, where it's like, we're doing it, and then I literally just like tell myself in my head, shut up, shut up. What you're saying doesn't make sense. Stop being a crybaby. I use other words that are a little bit more intense, but like I'm not trying to beat myself up. It's just like, I'll just say it's like sometimes I'm being silly bitch. My ego is just like, not so much. It's more like just getting feelings hurt. It's such a proud energy, and that's not it at its best at all. That's the shadow unconscious bullshit. And then when we calm down the ego, then we can enjoy and be fun and yay, playful kittens. That's the best energy of that energy, best manifestation of that energy. So for all of us, it's really important to keep in mind because, again, that combination, it's like Cool. We've all been feeling impatient because May did not move fast enough. We did not get all the things we wanted to get done during that time. We feel behind potentially. I certainly, speaking for myself, I do. But then if like we really look at it, it's like no, things are actually moving forward really nicely. But we are human and we set timetables with our minds, and we don't take into account things we have no idea is going on, like future events with over the course of the day, let alone the next weeks or whatever. So let's all be patient with ourselves. Let's be gentle with ourselves. Let's be kind, and let's be understanding with other people too. That arguing at the very least is not going to help, and certainly not listening is not going to help. So it's good to slow down, listen, and if other people are kind of, sparks popping off, let them. And if they say something that hurts your feelings, then you can always talk about it with them when they've cooled down. Talking about it in that moment. I mean, I don't mean to generalize for every single situation, but certainly many moments will just be better when they've cooled off, right? I think especially because Venus is about to go into Leo also in 2 days, and it's going to be there for a really long time. We'll talk about that when it's actually happened and it's in the full flow. I was also born with Venus and Leo. It's funny, a lot of my natal energies are actually coming up for my birthday this year, which is June 14th. My Venus and Mars and Mercury and Sun are, well, of course the Sun is going to be the same energy as my natal Sun. Okay, anyways, that's all these energies. That's funny. That's rare. But anyways, my point being, back to the whole being a silly bitch thing. Venus and Leo adds even more fuel to the fire. So just know the energy when it's happening. Of when you start to get dramatic, when you start to get ridiculous, just it's Venus and Mars and Leo. I need to just go express myself. I just need to go sing. I just need to go create something, Drama is not going to fulfill you creatively. It's not going to fulfill your higher self. It doesn't matter what energies we have or is going on. That never works. Trust me, I tried. Thankfully I learned that a long time ago, but it's painful because like any lesson, but fire especially, and with Leo, and you got this combo, that's a lot of fire to be playing with, and when you burn yourself and or somebody else, and it's the same thing, if you're burning somebody else, you're burning yourself ultimately, even if you don't notice in that moment because you're just all fired up because of pride or anger, or both. They really go hand in hand. Insecurity, they all go hand in hand. Yeah, you're gonna notice that, yo, shit, I have 3rd-degree burns, and also that person won't talk to me now. So it sucks to go and have to like dress wounds, and sometimes it takes years, or you can't take it back. That's how fire energy works. So from personal experience, limit your inferno capabilities by just expressing all this fire energy in a fun way. Play in a fun way, in a responsible way. Create something, do something creative. I can't say it enough. These energies, when I feel angsty, I just realize I haven't sung in a while. So for me, singing is a big one, or playing music in general. But go dancing, learn how to do pottery. It doesn't matter. Something creative where you feel like you're making something. That's really essential. So, and that'll help you quell the silly bitchness. It's so silly. So bitchness. But yeah, so that is something that is really fun though. When Venus goes into Leo, there's going to be so much, a true like 4 months, because Venus will go forward, it'll retrograde in Leo, and it'll be in Leo again. Usually it takes about 2-3 weeks, 2.5, 3 weeks for Venus to go through a certain energy. It's going to be there for 4 months. Exciting, fun, laughter, play. And, for everyone around the world will be feeling that. I think it's a nice timing with the Northern Hemisphere of it being just summer right around the corner and late spring where we are right now. My favorite time of year. Except for Halloween. But anyways, it's for everybody around the world. This is a really exciting, playful time. So enjoy it. And again, limit the drama. That'll help. Speaking of which, the full moon for today, for tomorrow, for Sunday, basically that's the most important thing to keep in mind. For full moons, this is a very light, very fun full moon, as opposed to say like a month ago, full moon in Scorpio, or next month, full moon in Capricorn. Moon in Sagittarius full moon is like, just make sure you don't drink too much, make sure you don't party too much, especially with it being the weekend. Stay grounded, and let the drama not. Take your time. Don't rush. That's the same thing as take your time, but deserves being said twice. And yeah, have fun and play and explore new horizons. There's so much more to talk about. I think honestly for today we'll cap it there. One last thing, Jupiter is in Taurus. That is recent too. Jupiter will be in Taurus for a year. This is awesome. I think the only thing I want to say about that for now, because there's so much that we could talk about, but long story short, Jupiter entered Aries definitively like December 21st. So it was a pretty quick flow through Aries. Usually Jupiter takes about 8 months to a year in a particular energy. Technically we had like 8 or 9 months with Aries if you look at the past year in general, but we're out of that now. So what does this mean? Jupiter in Taurus is the cementing, the stabilization, the mountain that builds upon the initial spark, the initial foundation of Aries. I think foundation is even too much credit for Aries. Aries is just like spark. You're just beginning things, right? But then you're building things out of that beginning. It's a weird metaphor, spark, mountain, but that is what is happening. So for all of us with Jupiter, because again, Jupiter going into Aries was the beginning of a 12-year cycle, Jupiter being in Taurus for the next year is really making material, making real, whatever we've been excited about, whatever dreams we've been dreaming up for the first, like basically the first 5 months of the year, basically. We're now going to be cementing those things into actual reality. So that's really exciting. And again, I think if you put the impatience to the side and actually look at how things have developed over the course of this year, you'll be very excited of okay, this is, I feel like I'm in the right direction. I feel like things are really starting to move forward. And if you feel like you're lost, okay, that's okay too. That's perfectly okay. Jupiter's still on that cusp of Aries, and it's never too late to reorient our direction. It's never too late for anything. But that being said, now is a really good time to figure out, okay, what am I going to stabilize over the next year? What am I going to materially manifest for myself? A lot of people, it's going to be money, and that's okay. But we're also, more importantly, looking at a deeper thing here, not just money and possessions and how to have fun and all that's really cool. That's all fine. Excuse me. that was weird. But more importantly, what are we manifesting as per who we are as people? And again, like the most important things to manifest, things that are essential to our soul, that might be children, that might be a home, that might be a project you've been working on for 4 years, like writing books or music, which goes even further back. I don't know, writing books goes back to my childhood too. But my point being, for all of us for this next year, so much that we can create and manifest. So we want to make sure, because it's going in a very particular direction, we have to focus though. We have to focus to be able to manifest these things, because it takes time during any time period, but to get the most out of this particular energy, we got to be really single-minded. What are we manifesting here? How are we going to do it? Let's figure out the plans for it. And again, there's no need to like figure it all out right now. This is over the course of the next year, but now is a really good time to chart it out and to kind of dream your way forward and figure that out. And I think that also helps with Mercury being conjunct Uranus right now. That'll help us to break through of any ruts that we're feeling. As always, I'm doing readings, and just please don't message me through my Facebook business page, because I can't message you back. So message me through my email, williamharrison@live.com. William Harrison, not Will Harrison. I don't know why I did that, but William Harrison @live, live.com to set up your reading. Oh yeah, in the about section of this video, excuse me. In the about section of this video, you'll get the first line is my website, and a lot of people click on, I don't know what even button is there, but there's apparently some button like to like contact me. There's no way to contact me through the website itself. Contact me. The information is also on the website for my email. But yeah. Just email me and then we'll set up your reading. And I love doing readings. I've been doing them a long time. I'll continue doing them for the rest of my life. Even though I am going to be focusing on music progressively as time goes on. I love doing readings, and I love doing trans videos. So thank you, if you've watched especially to this point of the video, I appreciate you spending time hearing my thoughts on these things. I never take it for granted. It's good for me too, you know. I love doing these videos to help other people, for whoever's interested, and also, you know, for me to get a better handle on what's going on. So I don't want there to be a wait like this last time, so I'm gonna do my best with that. And one last thing, when that book is finished, I'm going to be pouring so much energy into the channel and revitalizing it. I have like 108 different videos I want to do of all of the different sun signs, you know, little things here and there, like biggest challenge for our Capricorns, bam, let's get it. And yeah, very bite-sized videos, like 5 to 10 minutes. Knowing me, it might go a little longer, but like I want to focus on a lot of different topics and get a lot of different thoughts out there, because I've analyzed so much. I'm always learning with astrology, so there's a lot that I have to offer, and my channel's been besides transit videos, there hasn't been much going on, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to it, and for whatever you're looking forward to, I wish you the absolute best. And that's the beauty of it, is it will manifest as long as you just stick with it. So enjoy, and not so like horror for engagement. I really don't care about that stuff, as you guys know, as y'all know, I should say. But I am curious, like what are you excited about to? Sorry, that was so not PC to that phrase, but whatever, it's true. But yeah, I'm excited to hear about what are you manifesting. I've gone on and on about what I'm manifesting, but what are you manifesting over the next year? I want to hear, and it's nice to talk about it. That also helps to manifest it. But I think it's nice to share what everyone's got going on. It's exciting. Infinite love to you, my friends. Namaste. Peace. Good to be back.